Hello and welcome, children. Today we'll be discussing the third poem of your book Honeycomb, that is The Shed, and it is composed by Franklin. So let's start with the poet. This is the picture which I have assembled for you of Franklin, and this is the biodata of him. That he was born on 6th December 1906 and he died on 29 July 2000. And the books which are very famous written by him are The Living Heart, Northern Gateway, Rebuilding the Beacon, Point Smith, and Port Essington. These are the some books which are very famous of his. So before we start, we must know that it is a narrative poem. So what is narrative poem? First you have to understand this. Narrative poem means which poem which tells some incidents, some stories associated with the things. That is called narrative poem. So this is a narrative poem. And second thing, that the speaker in the poem, just like the poem Rebel, this in this poem also the speaker is a child, and he is speaking about the shed. The shed is mostly the storeroom of the house is shed. So they have got a shed, and he talks about this shed, that what the shed is all about, and what are the things which he want to do in the shed. So you can see in the picture something like shed like this, and it has got all the spider webs, okay, on the door and windows. Why the spider webs? Because maybe it is not used, so that's why there are a lot of spider webs hanging across the door. So let's start with the first stanza. There's a shed at the bottom of our garden with a spider's web hanging across the door. The hinges are rusty and creak in the wind. When I'm in bed, I lie and I listen. I'll open that door one day. So the shed is in the bottom of the garden, which is very rarely opened. Okay, means not every day it is open. Maybe once in a month, or even once in a 2 or 3 months, this shed is been opened by his parents. So the spider web is seen hanging across the door to indicate the truth. So this spider webs actually tells us that yes, it is not opened, okay, frequently. If it is opened frequently, so there won't be any spider webs. Do we have spider webs on the door of our house? No. But if it is shed or storeroom, so of course there are spider webs, because it is not used every day. The doors are not opened every day. So what is happening? When he hears the hinges are rusty and they creak in the wind, okay, these hinges, they are rusty and they creak in the wind. So what is happening? He gets scared of it. So that is that the shed is in the bottom of the garden, and at the bottom of the garden there is a shed, and hardly anybody goes inside the shed. Therefore the hinges or the door joints have become rusty and make a lot of noise whenever the wind makes them move. Okay, so whenever the wind make them move, so they make lot of noise, and which scares him. When the poet is in the shed, when the poet is in the bed, so what is happening? He can hear, okay, he can hear the rusty door and window and the noise. So the poet is peacefully lying in the bed, but sometimes he hears the noise, and the poet wishes to be able to open the door of the shed someday. He wants to go there. Why he wants to go there? Let's see. There's a dusty old window around at the side with 3 cracked panes of glass. I often think there's someone staring at me each time that I pass. I'll peep through that window one day. So this is the picture. You can see these are the window panes. So something like this, that the window panes are broken. Okay, he's saying that 3 of the window panes are broken. Okay, something like this. And what he says, that I want to peep through it, and you can see he is scared that what is there. Okay, so This means that the poet wants to go in the shed, but he feels that someone is staring, someone is looking at him constantly from the shed to, and he wants to find out that who is staring from the shed. So that's why he says that I plan to go in the shed. So this is the explanation for the first two stanzas, children. Thank you.